welcome Jonathan Green. Jonathan Green is a colleague of mine. We've sung together in New York, and I'm privileged to call him my friend. He's also from my hometown of Chicago that has amazing deep dish pizza. So thank you so much, Jonathan, for taking time to talk with us today at Judd School and tell us about yourself.
All right. Well, I am from the South Side of Chicago, born and raised. I am also a Verdi baritone, which means that I specialize in angry singing. And with the baritone, I not the highest, but definitely not the lowest, kind of in the middle. And I'll give you a bit of my musical background. I joined the Chicago Children's Choir when I was 8 years old, and I stayed in through high school. I attended the Kenwood Academy High School in the South Side of Chicago, where we were in. I was in a wonderful high school choir. We toured all over the country into Switzerland. Then I attended the Oberlin Conservatory of Music in Ohio and studied with the distinguished professor Richard Miller. Then I studied at Indiana University, studying with Tim Noble. I left early to do some young artist singing, young artist program, some freelance singing. I was in the Nashville Mary Raglan Young Artist Program, and then also Sarasota. Then I joined a international European tour of the opera Porgy and Bess,
Oh, wow.
and then I joined a professional ensemble called the American Spiritual Ensemble, and we toured around the country. And also I've been to Ecuador with them, and then I went to finish my degree at the University of Kentucky, and then I moved to New York, and that's when I met Elizabeth and started singing with her.
Yay. So here's my next question. What skills have you learned that has helped you in your singing career?
Oh, one of the skills that I've learned that I've recently picked up is video editing. Because now that we're in this age of digital, I put on a few concerts with an organization where I'm a board member of, and I learned how to video edit. So like, we can put together concerts and things like that. And that was a huge skill that I have developed and cultivated in this past really 8 months.
So important. Um, what inspired you to pursue a career in the singing?
So what inspired me to pursue opera is I kind of have to tell you the story of the first opera I saw. So when I was in second grade at the William H. Ray School in Chicago in Hyde Park, I have to name drop all my institutions because you never know who's watching, right? So my teacher had she was a season ticket holder at the Lyric Opera Chicago, and she requested to have the educational director come in and do a presentation for us. So the opera that they were producing and for the students was Mozart's Così. So I actually was able to be a part of the presentation. She brought in costumes, and we were lip syncing to a cassette tape. So a
Oh,
cassette tape is like a CD. Okay, well, a CD is like an
yeah.
MP3 where you can play music. So
That's
we were lip syncing along with a tape, and then we ended up being able to go see a performance of Cozy, and I hated it. Absolutely hated it because I thought it was silly. It was like the music was great, but one of the big plot points is that the guys wear mustaches, and I was like, "We're the same guys. What's about mustaches?" And my dad said, "Oh, he's very serious," and so he was like, "It's part of the story. It's funny." But then later went back and saw La Traviata and loved it and fell in love with the music.
oh,
And
wow.
so just growing up, being involved with different choirs and singing um, and doing different summer programs and things like that really made me fall in love with it. And then when I performed my first opera, I completely fell in love with it because it's the drama, the stories, the fact that I can go into a building, put on makeup, tights, a wig sometimes, and then disappear and lose myself in it. And it's fun to tell people that I'm an opera singer, and they go, "Oh," because they, my size. They usually think, "Oh, he's a former football player."
I was a football player.
Yeah, things like that. And my parents wouldn't let me play football. And
they knew of your vocal talent.
Right. But it's more the surprise from that, and then and another thing, like not just being an African American singer, but being an American singer, we're always kind of behind the eight ball because like our languages, they don't believe us.
So when we sing, we have to sing in mainly French, German, and Italian, and so we can't sound like
we have to sound like
Francais.
yeah. We have to sound like we're native speakers.
Yeah.
And when I was in college, I worked really hard to get rid of my Chicago accent because it affected the singing. And I got to a point with Professor Miller my sophomore year, and he said, "You know what? We'll just say you're from Naples because you sound like you. That's the accent they have there." So and I said, "Oh no, we need to work on it." He said, yes, we do." So it's that and being able to be in those countries and do very rudimentary conversations with people in those languages. It's very surprising.
And do you have any favorite video games, movies, or hobbies?
Ooh, so
PS5.
My no, I'm not a gamer.
Okay.
I'm not a gamer, but I love baseball.
Nice.
I love baseball. I will play. Well, being in New York, having commutes, I will play some games on my phone and things like that. Baseball was a big hobby of mine growing up. I also played golf. I was really big into sports. Really big into sports. But my all-time favorite movie, and I might get some flack about this, but I'm sure you love it too, is Ghostbusters.
Ah, yes.
My all-time favorite
movie.
La 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 la. Hey! La 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 la. Larga va totum nella città largo. La 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 la. Presto bottega che la va già presto. La 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 la. Ah, che bel vivere, che bel piacere, che bel piacere per un barbiere di qualità. Ah, bravo Figaro, bravo, bravissimo, bravo. La 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 la. Fortunatissimo per verità, bravo. La 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 la. Fortunatissimo per verità. Fortunatissimo per verità. La 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 la. Keep going, or you can stop. No, keep going. Stop. I'll keep going. Yes. Pronto per tutto la notte e giorno, sempre intorno non ci non sta, meno cuccagna per un barbiere, vita più nobile non si ta. Tra la 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 la. Razzano i pattini, lanciare i forbici, al mio comando tutto qui sta. Lanciare i forbici, razzano i pattini, al mio comando tutto qui sta. Della risorsa, poi del mestiere, ecco la donnetta, col cavaliere, con la donetta, tra la 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 la, col cavaliere, tra la 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 la, che bel vivere, che bel piacere, che bel piacere di qualità, di qualità. Tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, donne e ragazzi e vecchi fanciulle, quale parrucca, presso la barba, quale sanguigno, presso il biglietto, tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, quale parrucca, presso la barba, presso il biglietto, ehi, Figaro! Figaro, 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 ahimè, che furia, ahimè, che folla, uno alla volta, per carità, per carità, per carità, uno alla volta, uno alla volta, uno alla volta, per carità, e Figaro, son qua, Figaro, son qua, Figaro là, Figaro qua, Figaro là, Figaro su, Figaro giù, Figaro su, Figaro giù, pronto battissime, sotto e fulmine, sono fattotte della città, della città, della città, della città, della città. Bravo Figaro, bravo bravissimo, bravo Figaro, bravo bravissimo, fortunatissimo, 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 per carità. Bravo Figaro, bravo bravissimo, bravo Figaro, bravo bravissimo, devatura, 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 non mi cherrà. Sono il fatotum della città, sono il fatotum della città. La 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 la, la 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 la.
That is like the curveball fastball of baseball. I mean, that is a hard piece of singing. Amazing.
That's a 101 mile per hour fastball from Chapman. Yeah.
That was amazing. And the language and just the acting. That's the great thing about opera is you've got so many things involved with the, drama and musicianship, and it's just everything was running on all cylinders.
All cylinders at all times.
While the stage
once in a while, you have a soprano who doesn't know her staging or her blocking. Not you.
It's true though, and you just have to kind of guide them.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Green.
Thank you for having me. Yes.
This was amazing.